Hey, you guys, it's me, Naima, your girl, Maya and Maya, God's Art, whatever you want to call me. That's fine, just don't call me broke. Well, it's time for another vlog. I have some new material for you guys, but before I get into it, remember to like my video and subscribe to my channel. Yo, 32 is really starting to wear on me. But hey, still fine though. Okay, let's just jump right into it. I'm a really big advocate for mental health or mental health illnesses, anything like autism, depression, bipolar disorder, whatever. That's my thing, and that is what my vlog is about primarily. So all the time that I log on, this is what I'll be talking about. So make sure you reach out to any one of your loved ones that are going through any type of crisis or may have a diagnosed mental health illness. Okay? So, let's just jump right into it. I was talking with a friend of mine earlier and we were assessing my growth as an individual, and she was just like, "Naima, I'm very proud of you. You've come so far, XYZ." I was like, "Oh, it's like I can see the progress as well." But I went into telling her that a lot of that was me just not even understanding that I was angry. I was depressed. I was anxious. I was frustrated. I was bitter. I was jaded. I was scorned. I was just one big ball of mess. And a lot of this, I don't want to get into any type of negativity, bringing up, the demons of my past or whatever, but I'll just say, I'll give you a brief synopsis. A lot of the things that I was going through was healing from sexually based trauma, healing from domestic violence, enduring domestic violence and trying to heal from it, not understanding what was going on with that, as well as dealing with being a jaded woman. There's a difference between being jaded and being scorned. I was jaded. I was upset because I was hurt. So I really thought I had it all together, and it took me a few years. It actually took a lot of people telling me, "Oh, you fucked up. You got some issues." And what do you mean I have some issues? What do you mean I'm angry? What do you mean what do you mean I'm That's how I was approaching things. I would get in this hyper aggressive mode when someone told me about myself. So a strong part of healing is understanding that there are people on the outside that can see something that you can't see. So if someone's telling you, and if someone credible is telling you that you may have an issue, then it's worth hearing them out. You don't have to take their advice. You don't have to even really listen to what they're saying. But it would help if you simply just heard it and then try to see if there's something you can do with your behavior to move that around if you see that it's a problem in your life. If you don't see a problem with what someone else assesses about you, then it need not change. Where we get it messed up is we often try to change ourselves for other people, not acknowledging that you're only supposed to change for yourself. If you don't see anything wrong with your behavior, by all means, keep doing what you do. But if you do want something different, then it couldn't hurt to assess, process, and see if some behavioral changes could be what you need. So you have to find out where you got it fucked up. My thing was, a lot of people kept telling me, "Hey, you're bipolar." Bipolar? I ain't bipolar. But what they were trying to say is that my moods are not at an even homeostasis. What they were saying was, to me, all I heard was, "You crazy." You don't psychologically work well. But when I did some research on what bipolar disorder was, I was like, okay, well, I have bipolar tendencies. Another thing with mental health illnesses, I've never been the type of person that would claim the illness. I wouldn't say I have major depressive disorder. I would say I'm dealing with major depressive disorder. I don't call anything into fruition I don't want to stick. So that's where I had it messed up. And you have to understand that you do have it messed up. Other people can see your issues. Other people have to deal with your issues. So it is very relative and pertinent to yourself to at least hear these people out. You don't, like I said, you don't have to take the advice, but at least hear the people out and see what they're saying so you can go in a direction to benefit yourself, to redirect yourself, to become a better person to yourself. Okay? That's numero uno. So, I guess at this point, another thing I had to learn was how to ignore what people thought about me. Simply because you thought I was bipolar, that does not mean I should care that that's what you think. Okay? I don't care. That's your opinion. And me being such a people pleaser, I often allow what other people thought about me to determine who I was and how I acted. And that's where we get it messed up. The truth is, dealing with any type of mental health issue, you have to learn to ignore what people say and think about you. Stop being such a people pleaser, because it's just going to give your depression more longevity. Period. So if you want to continue dealing with depression, by all means, be a people pleaser. I'm not saying be rude to people. I'm not saying don't nurture people or care for people. I'm simply saying when it comes to the value in their opinion about what and who you are, why do you care? Because you're a people pleaser, and people pleasers are broken and fractured people. I don't like to say that I'm broken, so I often don't say that. But I often do say that I'm fractured. My mind is fractured. I used to be a people pleaser. Now I'm at a point where, to be honest with you, to try to please someone else before I please me seems like a mental health illness to me. So it's really about redirecting what you view as a mental health illness. Because I think it's a mental health illness for anybody to believe it's okay to believe someone else before they believe themselves. What do you say about you? Do you say you're bipolar? If that's what you say about yourself, then that is true. Remember, like when we were coming up in school, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. My mama used to always tell me, it's not what you called, it's what you answered to. And now, as a grown and mature woman, I finally understand. I won't even answer myself if myself calls me the wrong name. I am not bipolar. I am not depressed. I am dealing with bipolar disorder. I am dealing with major depressive disorder. You understand what I'm saying? I am not these things. These things don't have me gripped. I'm dealing with these things and I'm processing through them. So, by not being a people pleaser, it is hot. I need to cut the AC on. I'm being cheap. By not being a people pleaser, you relax anxiety. And how that happens is you don't obsessively worry about, oh my God, what does this person think about the job I did on this? Oh my God, what does this person think about how I looked on this date? Oh my God, what does this person think about how I'm getting through this? Oh my God, what does this person think about my finances and where I am financially and economically. Oh my God, what do my children, what do my mother? You see, that is a sick cycle. So you can actually stop it or relax it by not being such a people pleaser. Simply ignoring what people think about you. I don't like your hair. Thanks for sharing. Oh, I don't like your outfit. Thanks for sharing. I don't like the car you drive. Thanks for sharing. It's that easy. It's that easy. Because believe it or not, there are people out there willing and wanting to destroy the work you've already done for yourself when it comes to healing. Understand that. Understand that. There are vampiric individuals in the world ready to suck the healing right out of your blood. You can let them by continuing to be a people pleaser. Or you can say, no more. I'm here to please myself. People pleasing does cause depression. Because you get sad because these people don't see you the way you see you. And the truth is, that's not their job. It's your job to see the positive in you. It's your job. It's nobody's job to accept you. You're an adult now. Simply to ask another adult to change something about themselves to appease you makes you sick. Makes you very sick. So stop being such a people pleaser. Take your heart off your sleeve and put it back in your chest. You need you more than anybody right now. Trust me. So going back to the whole broken and fractured thing, I used to consider myself broken until I found another word that more so fit what I was going through. Because when you think broken, you think clean snap. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. But when you think fractured, you think, you know what I'm saying? It's not completely broken. So it can be mended pretty easily. So be careful what you tell your mind about yourself. I refuse to say I'm broken. Oh, I'm broken. Oh, I'm sad. I don't even say I'm sad. I don't say I'm happy. I don't say I am these things because it calls these things into fruition. So you will often hear me say, if I am sad, I feel emotional. If you see me happy, I feel emotional. If you see me mad, I feel emotional. Understand what you're doing to your mind. The mind is a very, very tread lightly. It's a tricky place to be in, but your mind can eventually become your best friend. But you have to learn how to redirect. You have to learn to refocus. Okay? It's really quite easy, you guys, because if I can get it, and I'm a sinner of all sinners. I'm the kernel of sinners. I am, Lord, I'm trying to tell you, if I can do it, you can. All you have to do is be willing to cry. Be willing to be alone. Be willing to endure and be emotional. Be willing to be mad. Be willing to feel feelings, and you have to be willing and open to every possibility that may happen in your healing. And one of those possibilities is you may lose your mind because you're not following directions. Understand that you have an inner voice, and your inner voice is a very intuitive guide. So learn to listen to yourself other than other external factors. Don't listen to things outside of you. Listen to you. You. And this is not a patty cake party for someone to just not deal with their therapist or their medication. Deal with your therapist, talk to your therapist, and take your medication. It helps. Right? So, it's not good to wear your heart on your sleeve for a reason. Because Other emotionally needy people can see this and they can use it as a form of manipulation. So, it's safe to say that a lot of people are actually out there looking for good-hearted individuals that have emotional scars, because they know that these people are easily manipulated. All you have to do is offer them what they've never had, and they fall like silly putty right into your hand. And then they can fold you and twist you and mold you whichever way they like, because you're a malleable form, just like water. Emotionally needy people need other emotionally needy people. So if you're with someone and you consider them emotionally needy, guess who else is emotionally needy? You. We all rely on each other for, like I said, and I do believe my first vlog, sex, money, love, companionship, or emotional support. One of those 5 things, or all of those 5 things, we often lean on other emotionally needy people for. So, y'all don't have to take my word as gold. I'm simply giving you my experience. I'm not giving you nothing somebody told me. That's for sure. You have to learn to give yourself what you need. You need you. So you have to learn positive self-talk. You have to learn positive self-motivation. You have to learn positive self-determination. You have to learn uplifting the self. You have to learn all of this. If you really want to heal, the work is mundane. It really is. It's mundane as hell. You can actually get it done. And I'm on your side. I'm here with you. I'm giving up videos, vlogs, whatever you guys need to make it. Okay? A good remedy for depression is telling yourself to be quiet. Shh. Because what happens is people that deal with depression or any type of anxiety, their mind is thoughts everywhere. And it's just like, there's so many thoughts. It's like all of them running together just makes one sound, and it's ah. So what I do is, when I hear the thoughts becoming obsessive, I say, hey, shh. But I say it in my mind so other people around me don't think, you know. But I often tell myself, shh. I don't want to hear you right now. Shh. It's quiet time right now. Shh. Not right now. Shh. It's okay. Shh. Be quiet. Shh. Not right now. And it works. It works. Because your mind is like a kid sometimes, you know. It needs to be reprimanded. Simply because you can do something, that does not mean you should. Simply because you can let your mind roam, that does not mean you should. Put a leash on that thing and learn to walk it. Learn to control it. You can do it. Trust me. I know you can. I did. I am. I'm doing it. I'm trying not to get emotional. But that's just who I am, you know. Rediverting and redirecting thoughts is a very pertinent part of healing and becoming more self-aware, self-determined, and developing stronger emotional abilities to overcome. I often ask myself, this is like a mantra of mine. What are we? We are builders. What do we build? Ourselves. What do we destroy? Old ways of thinking and old ways of being. You ever write on a chalkboard in school and the teacher say, hey, don't write on the chalkboard. You get back, you wrote on the chalkboard. Now you got to write sentences. I will not write on the chalkboard. You can do the same thing with your mind. When your mind begins to obsess over negative thoughts, one of the things you can often do is go get a piece of paper and a pencil. I will not obsess over negative thoughts. 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 And when you're laying in bed at night and negative thoughts seem to creep on in, guess what your mind will do for you? I will not obsess over negative thoughts. I will not obsess over negative thoughts. Learn what you're doing, man. Understand where you are. Your mind is like a road. You just can't see it. So you have to take care of it and also tread kind of lightly. You know, give your mind some respect. Give your emotions some respect. Allow yourself what you need to feel and be. Stop trying to deny that shit happened to you. It happened. It's over. Admit it. It happened. Okay? Because it happened, that does not make you less than. It's not going to make you feel better, but it will make you start to feel better because you accept it. A first and foremost part of healing is accepting. You have to accept that these things happen to you, okay? But that does not mean that that's what you are. Okay? You were raped. You were molested. You are not rape. You are not molestation. Understand that. It's not rocket science, you guys, but I know it may be harder for others than it is for other people, you know? I truly understand that. But remember, give yourself what you need first. So if you know anybody dealing with any type of PTSD, autism, depression, bipolar disorder, schizophrenia, I need you to reach out to these people. And this will always be my ending disclaimer. Why? Because thousands of people a day kill themselves because of something that happened to them as a child. And they grow up with these behaviors that no longer fit them in their adulthood, and they don't know how to emotionally mature. So reach out. You know what I'm saying? Even if you say, hey, I'm just calling to check on you. I ain't want nothing. That means a lot. Trust me, it means a lot. So, you guys, you know I love y'all. Follow me on Instagram at God's Art Project. Follow me on Facebook at Naima L. That's Naima, N-A-I-E-E-M-A. Last name E-L. Yes, I'm a Moor. But you guys, I love you. Please understand that this healing is all of our jobs, okay? So, like my video, subscribe to my channel. Here I am, and there I was. Peace.